Welcome to the Hastings Fantasy Football League podcast, week 4 of the 2025 edition. My name is Tony. I am joined by, as always, Mr. Ken Nicholas.
Wait, wait.
Ken is not joining us on camera tonight because, well, he's all sweaty and just got done biking, and we don't need our comment section and emails filled with a bunch of single women who are really super turned on by Ken's sweaty body.
Yeah, I'll post those thirst traps later,
Yeah,
ladies.
just yeah, we'll put those on the Spotify. We'll have that as the thumbnail as on the episode. How about that? Tim was not able to join us tonight. He is doing concessions at his son's game, is how I understood things.
A
So,
concession for concessions.
yes. So you're just stuck with my video today and a picture of Christopher Walken on Saturday Night Live. But that's not going to stop us as we move into the week that was. Um, let's move on to the week that was here. All right. Game number 1 was We Ain't Found Shit versus Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers. I lose to Al by one stupid point, and I would have won if I left Lad McConkey in the game. But um, I was an idiot. For me, Baker Mayfield with a modest 11 points. Ashton Genty can, boy,
He's a rookie.
it's
They
not
got to have time to grow.
it's not pretty. And yes, I know that Raiders offensive line isn't great and just like yes, he needs some time to grow, but when you pick someone number 1 overall and was it how was your experience with Bijan when you picked him number 1 overall? Was that last year when he was a rookie or
Yeah, it was
did he?
2023.
Okay, so 2 years ago. Did he have success right away or
No, he did not.
okay, okay,
Neither him and Gibbs was immediately blowing it up.
okay.
Uh, wasn't towards the end of the season where all of a sudden Arthur Smith's like, hey, maybe we should let this guy run with the ball.
Right, right. So I guess I just have to be more patient here, but it's days like this one that would just were infuriating here. So
If it makes you feel better, Bijan and Jameer Gibbs helped me win in their sophomore year.
that's right.
But,
Yeah.
freshman year, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Christian McCaffrey though with 11, Emeka Abuka, who is
Phenomenal.
so good. He's had some one-handed grabs that are just amazing. I'm so glad I've landed him. Wandale, man, that was the
More
start.
like Wydale.
Wydale. 2 points for him. The Giants were not able to carry over the magic from that game that they had with the Cowboys. That just tells you how bad the Cowboys defense is. Um, Brock Bowers with 5, Matt Prater with 7, and the Packers defense was 6. Like I said, should have started Lad McConkey. It would have been enough to win. That was my only red arrow, though, was Wandale Robinson. On the other side for Al, Daniel Jones kind of coming back down to earth a bit, 10 points, still solid, but, not outstanding or even, good. J.K. Dobbins with 12, Kyron Williams with 18. Big day from Kyron Williams. And then on Monday night, Malik Neighbors puts up a goose egg. I mean, my God, that's terrible. And that's what gets you benched as a quarterback. Kelvin Ridley with 2, and I don't know why Kelvin Ridley is in anyone's starting lineup right now. Trey McBride with 9, Brandon McManus with 4, and the Falcons defense with 2. On his bench, Omarion Hampton would have been the play, ironically. Um, and Darnell Mooney would have been the play.
Yeah, who saw that coming?
Yeah, sure. Right. Yep. Omarion Hampton, he's kind of the guy now because Najee Harris is out for the year. Najee was getting some significant carries there in the Chargers offense because Omarion just wasn't picking it up right away. So this was, and of course, I lose Najee Harris for the year. So bad news for me, but it's my first loss of the year. I move to 2-1, while Al moves to 3-0, and the only undefeated team.
Not true.
Well, okay, sorry. We'll touch
The
on
only team with 3 wins,
the only
but
team with 3 wins. Yes,
not the only undefeated team.
that's correct. That's correct.
Love my
Okay.
technicalities.
Next up, we've got Garrick Skolgers versus Farty Schartenheimer. And I've never seen someone get beat this bad before. I mean, I, Brian,
It's bad enough to have an opponent score 100 points against you,
yes,
but to beat you by over 100 points.
by over 100 points. I've never seen that before. Um, Tim did put up some of the records of the last time or the last closest ones, and I had the last two closest ones. I can't even remember who it was, but this was back many, many years ago. And I think I beat someone by like 80 and 78 or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But 104, Jeremy beats Brian. Brian, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you here. This was just
Just everything went wrong for his
yes.
team, while at the same time, everything went right for Jeremy's.
Yes, I've never seen so much bad luck happen all at once. So Russell Wilson, 2 points for Brian, just a terrible game, and it got him benched. I've never seen that that play in the fourth quarter when, there's only seconds remaining and, they have four downs at like the 10-yard line or something. Those were so ugly and so bad. He didn't even give his receivers a chance to catch the ball. It was awful. And he was rightfully benched on Monday. So, Brees Hall with 5, Alvin Kamara with 6, and T. Higgins with 1. CeeDee Lamb, he has 0. He exits the game early. He's gonna be out a number of weeks here probably. So bad news there. Zach Ertz with 2, Tyler Loop with 6, and the Commanders defense with 12. The defense was as good as it got for Brian last weekend. On his bench, Sam Darnold would have been the play over Russell Wilson, Rico Dowdle over Brees Hall, DJ Moore. Basically, like his entire bench would have been almost the
His bench
better.
outscored him.
Yeah, his bench outscored his starters.
I mean, if it wasn't for the Washington defense,
Yes,
this would have been even far worse.
it would have been a horrible. Yeah.
I
On the
mean,
other, yeah,
if it wasn't for them, David Montgomery alone would have outscored his entire team.
yeah, um, incredible. So for Jeremy, just every single player in double digits. Just a murderer's row here that happened. Even his bench had 80 points. That's incredible. So he like combined had like 200 over 200 points.
418.
Yeah, just Lamar Jackson with 19, David Montgomery with 24, Jonathan Taylor with 26, Tyreek Hill, the low man on the totem pole with 12. Jackson Smith and Jigba with 13. Mark Andrews with 18. Will Reichert with 13 in the Seahawks defense with 13. On his bench, should have switched out Hunter Henry for Mark Andrews for another extra 2 points, I guess. Um, Incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
It's incredible that he put up 138 points and still had a red arrow.
Right. Yes. So Shardy gets the victory there. They move to 2-1. While Brian is moves to an unfortunate 0-3. Breakfast Clubbing Seals versus Shakespearean Al. And Tim gets the victory over Travis here. For Travis, Kyler Murray with 9. That's just not, I mean,
That's Kyler Murray.
not going to cut it. And Kyler Murray, he's in what, year seven, and he's just not doing it. It's it's too bad. Devon Chan with six, Bucky Irby with seven, Nico Collins with 12, Zay Flowers with one, TJ Hawkinson with 11, Jake Bates with eight, and the Vikings defense with 21 points for the
That
Vikings.
was such a crazy game.
That was crazy. I was like, it's all the same guy. Drake London would have been the switch out for Zay Flowers, and but that was the only red arrow that Travis had. It wouldn't have been enough. For Tim, Jalen Hurts with 26 points. Excellent game for Jalen. James Conner with a nice day, 16. Javante Williams with seven. Jamar Chase with two. DK Metcalf with eight. I'm surprised he even had eight. What's DK Metcalf? Oh, he's had a couple touchdowns here.
Yeah,
Um,
he's getting some action. It's
not only
just
like three catches, but so
do what you can.
getting lucky with him. Yeah. Jamar Chase with a terrible day. The Bengals just all around were just awful. 2 points
Hmm.
for him. Juwan Johnson, five. Chase McLaughlin, 19 points from the kicker.
Gotta
Big
love it.
game. Game ball. And the Rams defense with six. On his bench, the switch out would have been Devonta Smith for Jamar Chase. Probably not going to do that, but well, yeah, yeah. Jamar Chase had a great week too. Other than that, has been very
Now
pedestrian.
you gotta think about alternatives.
Yeah. So, Breakfast Clubbing Seals moves to 0 and 3, while Shakespearean Al moves to 2 and 1. Next up, game of the week. Well, I don't know if we, but the
It's a
Bong
game.
Bus. Yeah, it was a game. The Bong Bus versus the Big Beautiful Team. So, can you tie Zach here? 66. This is just like ties don't happen very much in our league just because, okay, number one, okay, the initial starting lineup, you have to get exactly the same amount of points. It's unlikely, but yes, it can happen and does happen. Um, but then we go to bench scoring in our league, and what are the chances that you would be tied again? But that's exactly what happened
It's
here.
a, yeah, and so I went into the Monday night or whatever was it the Monday night game?
You tell me, it's your story.
Uh, let's see here. When did they play? I don't know. That takes research. But anyway, it was one of the late night games for Gibbs.
Hmm.
I was down by 19,
Yeah.
thinking, okay, this isn't likely. And then
But
it started to happen.
yes.
He got that first touch on right away, and he almost had a second one too
Yeah.
with that catch, but he was stopped at the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
Got tied up, and then I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to win this game. And then David Montgomery just absolutely screwed me over.
Yeah.
All he had to do was just hit the ground, but
Yeah.
instead he ran for that touchdown,
Well,
which, by itself wasn't, a deal breaker, but it gave a minute 42 left on the clock.
mhm.
And that allowed for Rashad Bateman to make another catch to tie up the game from bench scoring. Because at this point,
Yes.
I had a 2 point lead going up against Zach on bench scoring
Yeah.
until that final catch by Rashad Bateman for that first down.
Yeah.
So he got whatever another point to get him over for yardage and a first down point to tie it up.
Just
I'm just like,
an incredibly unlikely sequence of events here.
ah,
Just amazing. Watching Jameer Gibbs score 19, but then also Rashad Bateman on Zach's bench score 13.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
amazing.
I thought I had it locked up for the last 2 minutes of the game. I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then, well, you know what? I can't be too upset. I'm happy to take the tie. I had a 6% chance of winning that game. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take it. Undefeated, baby.
One thing we should talk about here. you scored 66 in your starting lineups. You had some great days and some like
Goddamn Bo Nix.
yeah, Bo Nix has had two dud weeks and a good week. So, um, I'm sure it'll all come around eventually, but
Well,
uh
you know where the game ball goes to? That Monday or Thursday night game, Buffalo.
oh,
Their
sure.
lone interception,
Yeah.
which
One
gave
point.
me a point, which at the time I'm just like, well, that's no good. But yeah, now at this point, I'm pretty happy I got that point.
Why does Zach keep starting Nick Chubb? I mean, I understand that he's
Yeah, he should have started Aaron Jones or Dylan Sampson or Zach Charbonnet.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you're Zach, there's not a whole lot of great options there, but um, even starting Marvin Harrison Jr. would have been better.
He should have started anybody but Rashad Bateman on his team.
So, this is just an incredibly unlikely sequence of events here. I know some people aren't a fan of ties. I'm just like, hey, if this happens, then, so be it.
Yeah, I mean, we
I,
instituted a tiebreaker system. It's bench scoring.
yep. And
And you know what? It's not perfect, but you know,
yeah, and even, you could argue that maybe we shouldn't even have bench scoring as a tiebreaker and just like, hey, if your starting lineups tie, then it's just a tie. But we do have bench scoring as a tiebreaker, and they're still tied. I think once you start going beyond that, and I would argue bench scoring is not even, a perfect scenario, but once you start trying to go beyond that, it really gets wonky on how you're deciding these games. And maybe, once you get past this first initial cut, it's just like, well, maybe you just both get, a tie, and it's kind of like what, like half a win or something like that in.
yeah, I mean, the only other thing you could do, and again, I've floated this past some of our league members and they weren't a fan, which is you just make a modification to our scoring system. So like you get 0.5 points per yard,
Mm-hmm.
introduce the decimal point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? I like the so I'll just say this. There are good points made on either side for how we can improve the tie situation. But one of the reasons I would advocate for keeping it as it is it's one of those crazy random what the hell type
Yeah.
scenarios that just makes it just a little bit more interesting
Yeah.
because you never know what's going to happen on a week to week basis. And to me, I like the whole concept of any given Sunday, anything could happen. And by having these ties potential be out there, it adds a little bit of unpredictability to the game. And I find that immensely enjoyable.
Yeah. And I know that you just referred to it as the tie situation. And I know that someone earlier today referred to it as a mess. And I'm just like, I don't think it's a
Now,
mess.
keep
I
in
don't
mind,
think it's a
I had,
situation. It's just, it is what it is. It's a
yeah,
tie. It's
and,
not the
and
end of the
trust me,
world, guys. I know in our Western, our North American view, it's just like, hey, teams don't tie. And we just don't know what to do with that. So,
yeah, I had two back to back weeks last year
yeah.
ties, week 3, week 4. One of them shouldn't have been a tie, hook and ladder play. Just made them, just saying. But, you know, from experience, because I have unfortunately been in this situation probably more than any other team in our
Yeah.
league.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You just
Yep.
got to roll with it.
Just random. Yep. All right. So with that being said, you get the tie, Ken, and you are still undefeated at
Mm-hmm.
2-0-1,
Yeah, baby.
while the big
Zach
beautiful team
has no wins.
0-2-1. All right. Three ball combo versus what five meal worry?
Oh, do we need to talk about Zach's team?
No, I think it was kind of one of those where we don't have to talk about
Yeah,
every.
Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze,
Yes.
hell of a pair. Hell of a
Yep.
pair.
Pittsburgh defense. That's all you need to
Mm-hmm.
know there. Yep. So for Aiden, well, first of all, Jeff beats Aiden 73 to 69. For Aiden,
Nice.
um, Patrick Mahomes was 7, and the Chiefs just, I mean, I think they won, but they don't look like the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's bad when Bo Nix is scoring the same amount of points as Patrick Mahomes and vice versa.
Not great. Travis Etienne with 9, Kenneth Walker with 16, JJ with only 5. I mean,
Well, the defense just did
yeah,
everything. They
I
didn't
know.
need the
Yes.
offense to do anything. And
Yeah.
Carson Wentz must have been like, well, perfect.
And it was interesting watching Carson Wentz. He takes that first drive and marches down the field, and you're just like, oh boy, this is a welcome change of pace here.
Mm-hmm.
But then he started to play more like, oh, okay, this is Carson Wentz. But I will say he didn't make any mistakes. There were no interceptions. And so his stat line, wasn't super impressive, but no interceptions on there, and that's fine by me. Now, you're not going to get to be able to play the Bengals every week, but for what it is, he had a fine game. Unfortunately, he just didn't trickle that down to Justin Jefferson very much. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 13, Tyler Warren 3, Cam Little 5, and the Colts defense with 11 on his bench. Quentin Johnson would have been the play over Justin Jefferson, and that's just not going to happen. On the other side for Jeff, Drake May with 17, Josh Jacobs 7, Jordan Mason with 22. The Vikings ran all over the Bengals. Mike Evans with 9, but we'll talk about this a little bit more later. But Mike Evans has a hamstring injury and probably won't be seen here for a little bit.
Yeah, he might go on IR.
Yeah. Debo Samuel gets shut out. 0 points for Debo. Travis Kelce with 3, Cameron Dicker, the kicker, with 11, and the Houston defense with 4. On his bench, Quinshon Judkins would have been the play. Boy, Jeff's got an interesting situation at running back. He's got um, 3 very good options, and unfortunately, James Conner, who is going to the IR.
Yeah.
Um,
Can Cleveland not just can they pick up a single player that doesn't have a criminal
yeah,
potential criminal
it's
record? It's just
um, and then Ricky Pearsall would have been the play over Devo Samuel, Dallas Goddard over Travis Kelce, and the Cardinals defense over the Houston Texans would have been the play.
bold starting the Houston or the Texans defense,
Yeah,
but
that
I
that
like
is
it.
weird, isn't it? Yeah. But Jeff gets the victory. He moves to 1-2, while Aiden in three ball combo moves to 2-1. Next game, it's interesting facts about Matt Wallner versus Q Serra Serra. K Serra Serra. For Jay Ryan, Josh Allen had 16. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt with 8. Derrick Henry, or Butterfingers, as we're getting to know that boy, he's just been fumbling in some key positions lately. 8 points for him. Puka Nacua with 11. George Pickens with 13. I like George Pickens' chances here moving forward. Harold Fannin with 2, Spencer Schrader with 11. The Broncos defense was 7. On his bench, Kareem Hunt would have been the play over Ja'Cory Crosby Merritt, and Cortland Sutton would have been the play over Derrick Henry. On the other side for Lucky, a lot of red arrows here. I should also say, I don't think I mentioned this. J. Ryan defeats Lucky 76-54 here. Um, Boy, Trevor Lawrence, what is going on?
He just gets worse every year.
Yeah, I mean, 3 points he scored this past week. That's terrible.
Yeah, he's on my do not draft list.
Also terrible, Chase Brown. He had 10 rushing attempts against the Vikings for 3 yards. That's
It's disappointing because I had high hopes for him this year.
that's like zero point 0.3 yards a carry. That's terrible.
He just got the ball and fell down.
Yeah, worse. Yeah. Chuba Hubbard with 5, Devontae Adams with 8, Garrett Wilson with 13, Sam Laporta 4, Harrison Butker with 11, and the Eagles defense with 9. I mean, on his bench, any player would have been better. Basically, DeAndre Swift, Michael Pittman, Jalen Waddle, Dalton Kincaid, all better than Chase Brown, Chuba Hubbard, Devontae Adams, and Sam Laporta. So just a bad.
Kincaid is having a surprisingly good year.
Yeah, he is. I mean, Dalton Kincaid has 24 points on the year, two touchdowns, 13 catches, 151 yards. So, G Ryan moves to 2-1, while Lucky moves to 1-2, and that is the week that was. Ken, what happened in transactions this week?
We got a little bit of panic spending.
We get some panic
Um,
spend. We had our first like real big
an actual
trade.
trade. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to call it a big trade, but it's a
Okay.
trade.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah.
But I think people are starting to feel a little worried and
Yes, I think
hoping that they're going to get the next big thing. And
after.
not that I'm throwing shade at you, Tony, or excuse me, no, sorry, this is Zach. Picks up Trey Tucker for 21, dropping in Chiguzo Okonkwo.
Yeah, Trey Tucker for 21. That's a bit too much for me. Yes, I know he scored three
Three
touchdowns,
touchdowns, but you know
but
what? That was three touchdowns last week, not this week.
and he caught, eight catches, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the weeks before then, he had a total across 2 weeks of five catches. Um,
Yeah, and Jacoby Meyer's still there,
yeah, lightning
so
in a
we'll
bottle.
see.
Yeah.
Yep. The next pickup was you, Tony. You picked up Ollie Gordon,
I got
dropping
him
Najee
back,
Harris.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
yeah,
not a. It's just I don't know.
it's
Miami is one
frustrating.
of those teams this
I
year that
know.
it's just like you don't know what's going to happen. So again, it's going to be a start of desperation. Now that you're like, yes,
I know.
now I'm going to start Ollie Gordon.
No, I totally agree. Najee Harris, though, he's gone for the year
He's
after
gone. Yeah,
3 weeks.
he's done.
So it's like, well, boy, there
You
is,
just can't have him sucking up a roster spot. And
yeah, as you'll see here, I mean, the running free agent running backs, there is not a whole lot out there. So
no,
Ollie
there is
Gordon
not.
actually had 9 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown, which is not a super impressive stat line, but it is way better than the 2 weeks before then, and maybe that means something. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. When we look at the waiver wire, I might still look at Najee Harris and James. Well, James Conner got deactivated, not dropped. So we'll see. We'll see. Al then picks up Tyquan Thornton. He's had two touchdowns now, back to back
Yeah,
weeks.
I think Taekwon's gonna be. I think that's a great pickup. I think at least until Xavier Worthy comes back, and then
It's going to be one of those situations where he's going to score points throughout the year. You just don't know when.
yeah, yeah,
So we'll have to see if there's some consistency there, but not a bad spot on the roster.
yep.
Um, Brian Garrick Soldiers picks up Geno Smith, trying to turn anything around on that team, dropping Russell Wilson.
I get.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, Gino had a nice game against the Commanders, but oh boy, yeah,
yeah, and I'm also trying to swap poop for crap here.
yeah,
I pick up Jackson Dart for 10, dropping Aaron Rodgers, who I just picked up 2 weeks ago for $10
right,
after his week
yeah,
one performance. So I'm just blowing free agency cash this year. I've
sure.
already spent half of it, and I don't think I've gotten anything worth my money yet.
You can't take it with you, right?
No, that's for sure. And then Tim gets in on the action, dropping Caleb Johnson, who has just not done
Persona non grata.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Picks up Woody Marks because, as you mentioned earlier, Nick Chubb is just not getting it done there in Houston. And nobody's heard shit from Joe Mixon. I mean, he's not out for the year. He's just, all right.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what.
Maybe he's watching people's cats or something, busy.
Yeah. Got a babysitting gig.
um, and then Zach also picks up Isaiah Likely for $1, dropping Adam Thielen.
That's
Eh,
interesting. I mean,
why not?
Adam Thielen, the much heralded return of Adam Thielen. Hey, he's coming back home. And man, he caught two balls against the Falcons, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, he was a placeholder until what's his name? Addison's suspension was
Right,
up,
but like,
which is up.
which is up, and what did he accomplish during then? I
He
two
caught a 2 point conversion.
two catches for 26 yards. Yes, the big 2 point conversion, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't.
Come back,
It's
baby.
boy, I don't know.
There is a reason why he was let go from Carolina.
He's 35 years old, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. God, how fucking old. And then we have our trade. Our
Yes.
now this is a trade that I think works out for both teams involved. The blind bidding dollars is a little sketch, but whatever. So Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers and the interesting facts about Matt Wallner have
Hmm.
a trade here.
Yeah.
So Al gives up J.K. Dobbins and Calvin Ridley in two blind bidding dollars. And Jay Ryan in exchange gives up everyone's favorite running back, Isaiah Pacheco, and Jamison Williams. Now, let's be
A
honest here.
dollar and
The
a dollar.
trade, yes, the trade here is Dobbins and Williams. Everybody else is filler. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I I don't know. Jameson Williams, lightning in a bottle, I think. Week two, he had a nice game against the Packers, but since then, just kind of, we were all kind of hoping that Jameson, okay, this is maybe the year because he came on so strong at the end of last year.
mhm.
And that just hasn't unfortunately turned out. It's the same, like two catches, and one of those two games and two catches is going to be, two catches, 43 yards. Another one might be two for 108 yards, like it was in week two versus the Bears. He's very lightning in a bottle, very boom bust, which we thought might change this year, but it hasn't.
Yeah. So at this point in time, I think that Jay Ryan may have gotten the better of this trade
I think
because,
whoever ended up with J.K. Dobbins got the better end of the deal.
yeah, because I think he's going to be the more consistent scorer for now.
Yes.
But I'll stress for now because, again, rookie running back in the wings with RJ Harvey.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't expect him to get the starting job anytime soon, but as the season progressed, J.K. Dobbins may be taking a back seat to R.J. Harvey, and who knows, maybe Jamison Williams will, step it up as the season progresses. But at this
Maybe.
point in time, if I had to start one of these two players, I would much rather start J.K. Dobbins over Jamison Williams.
Sure. Yep.
But
I know.
J. Ryan's up $1.
Right. Yep. And that's what's important.
Mm-hmm. Ah, that dangerous dollar. Okay, K. Sarah picks up the Los Angeles Chargers for $1, dropping Khalil Shakir.
Chargers got a great defense. Yeah.
Yep. Al picks up the Bears defense, dropping the Falcons defense.
That.
Uh,
Mhm.
uh, I'm
What?
sure there's a method to his madness. I just have not been able to figure it out yet. Then Tony, you pick up the Browns defense because, good God,
Very good.
they are better than their offense. Let's just say that. Dropping Jatavian Sanders, and then you also pick up Horton, excuse me, dropping Cooper Kupp, one Seattle wide receiver for the
Yes.
other,
Yeah.
and then Lucky's like, I like garbage,
I
and
like.
he picks up Cooper Kupp, dropping Calvin Austin the third.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, yeah. Cooper Cup is 32, and he's kind of nearing the end, I think, unfortunately. And his end really,
It's not Devonte Adams, and that's for sure.
really came to an end pretty quickly for Cooper Cup. He had that injury, what was it, last year? And just was, or the year
It just
before.
hasn't been the same yet.
Just hasn't been the same ever since. Yeah, he's just not the guy. And LA, I think, saw that and we're just like, well, we're just gonna send you on your way. So,
Mm-hmm. Yep, and them's transactions there, Tony.
right. Let's move on and play the free agent game. Ken, if I told you, who did you think we beat anyone last week in the free agent game?
Uh, I think we have a strong chance of beating Garrick's Colgers,
You are correct.
and that would be all.
Yes, so in the free agent game, we had Spencer Rattler because Ken loves the Rattler.
I get snake bit.
7 points for Spencer. Cam Akers only kind of came in near the end of the
Hey,
game.
Spencer Rattler scored as much as Patrick Mahomes
That's right. Yeah. And that puts them on equal footing, I think.
at this point.
Cam Akers with one. Diami Brown with one. I think he left injured. Diami Brown. Hunter Renfro had as many points as you did last week with zero. Tyquan Thornton, though, has 12. Brenton Strange had six. Spencer Schrader had 11. And the Tampa Bay defense with 13. That rounds us out for 51 points. And that was good enough to beat Brian. Now, Ken, Brian is unluckily the only person to have lost to the free agent team every week so far this week.
He
Or
should just
every week
draft our
this
team.
year. Yeah, yeah. Not a good look
Just
for
hop
Brian.
on the call, Brian.
Yeah,
We'll redo your entire
yeah. We'll
roster.
just
We'll get you some wins and
drop
some
everyone.
W's.
Yeah. Oh boy, Brian, that is unfortunate. But let's move on to week four free agents. Um, Ken, we're getting down to slim pickings, and
Oh, we were
don't
there
worry, we
last
only
week.
have like 10 more weeks of this to go. Um, but at quarterback, do you like anyone in particular? Do you want to go with
Oh,
the
hang
receiver
on. Let me see.
again,
You
or
know,
CJ Stroud is out there? He's playing the Titans again. Not great, not a great option, but
okay. So, of our terrible options,
mhm.
okay. If we wanted to roll the dice, I'd say Marcus Mariota.
Okay. Do we know for sure that he's playing though?
No. And that's what I mean by rolling the dice.
Yeah.
Uh, otherwise, Tua. I don't trust
I
Aaron
never
Rodgers
thought that I
against
would
the
hear
Minnesota.
you say Tua.
I'm looking at the list, and I mean, I would love to go Rattler back to back weeks, but they're going up against Buffalo,
I know.
and I have no hope for that.
Yeah.
Aaron
It,
Rodgers may be on consideration, but playing a tough Minnesota Vikings defense, don't
I,
like it.
I think the Bills are 17-point favorites against the
Mm-hmm.
Saints.
Yeah,
That is a line I don't know if I've ever seen a line that big before.
right. I'm expecting Brock Purdy back, so that eliminates Mac Jones. And quite frankly, I'd rather bet on the hope that Marcus Mariota plays than start a player who I know is going to be on the field of CJ Stroud.
Okay.
Or do we want to look at Carson Wentz against
I
Pittsburgh?
thought about it. I thought about it.
I mean, he might be the homer pick, but you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. What do you think? You like Carson Wentz instead of Marcus Mariota?
I expect he's going to play. I know he's going to play. Yeah, why not? Maybe the luck of the Irish will get him.
Carson Wentz.
But
Running back. Um, Even worse options, but
Najee Harris is available.
Najee Harris is out for the year, Ken.
Yeah, yeah, and he's better than a lot of the options I'm looking at here.
Jeremy McNichols is a name. He ripped off like a 50-yard touchdown last week, but otherwise,
What about Kenneth Gainwell?
yeah, Kenneth Gainwell's out there. You want to go Ken Gainwell against the Vikings?
I don't. None of these are all bad decisions.
I
I
know
mean,
they are.
it's not like
I'm
you
aware.
can't go wrong with any of these. No, every single one of these you can go wrong with. It's just
Yeah. Just like always, I think things get a little bit easier when we start talking about wide receivers. I mean, th again, not great, but
we're talking about which backup running back do
I
we
know.
think might get
Yes.
playing time here?
Just like we said the other week, these are people who might get close to a football, whether it be like on the sidelines, just like play and catch with someone. I that's about as close as it's gonna get.
Yeah, because I'm just looking at his usage. 7 attempts in week one, this being Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah,
5 attempts in week 2, 4 attempts in week 3.
those numbers are all going down.
Yeah, and like the same with like his targets for like receiving
Yeah,
4, 5, 1. None of that's good.
yeah.
Let's look at McNichols here. Oh, that's even worse. I
Not
think I
great.
have to go Gainwell.
Okay. Ken Gainwell. Okay, wide receivers. Let's talk wide receivers. There are some decent options out there. One of the folks I thought of, Sterling Shepard, with Mike Evans out. Sterling Shepard is probably going to be the
Is
guy.
Godwin playing?
Godwin might be playing. That's not for sure yet.
Yeah, that's true. Um, yeah, I've got, again, none of these are great, but
And even if Godwin does
Romeo,
play, I
yeah,
can't imagine he's going to be in there, even 50% of the time.
I'm only saying this name because the Packers are playing Dallas. Romeo Dobbs,
I had Romeo Dobbs on my list, yes, because I think that is a great matchup against Dallas, who couldn't stop, the Hastings Raider middle school lightweight team.
right? Um, Luther Burden,
I had Luther potentially on the list. I also had Khalil Shakir because they're facing the Saints.
yeah.
Who do you like out of Luther Burden, Sterling Shepard, or what was the other, or Khalil Shakir?
Well,
Pick two.
well, we're going to take three wideouts, right?
Yeah, I already marked down Romeo Dubs
Oh,
though.
gotcha. Okay, I'm going to have to say Khalil Shakir
Hmm.
on the only basis that he's on a better team.
Yes.
I mean, of the teams out here that we're looking at, he's on a damn good team.
Yep.
Uh,
And then you're going with Sterling Shepard, who might be in the mix a bit more, versus Luther Burden, who's more lightning in a bottle.
yeah, I'm just looking at targets here. I would go with Sterling Shepard.
All right, tight end.
Luther Burden is maybe a bench stash for like
If you
the
have
hard
enough
times.
room, maybe.
Yeah,
But he used to be on my team. I had him for a while, and it's just like, yeah, two targets. Yeah, I know he went off for 100 and some yards, but it was still only on like two targets.
3 targets. Yeah,
It's very Jameson Williams-esque, but
yeah. Targets week 1, 1, week 2, 2, week 3, 3. Maybe he'll get 4 this week,
if the
but
pattern holds,
yeah, we'll
uh,
see. We'll see.
tight end Aronde Gadsden for the Chargers.
Um, yeah, that works for me. I mean, the only other name that's even in consideration would be Brenton Strange, and I think he's more fun to talk about than it is to start.
Yes. Kicker, I just kind of threw out Joey Sly, Titans versus the Texans.
Ah,
Unless you got a better option.
who was the new guy for Atlanta?
Oh yeah.
Because wasn't he drilled 5 field goals not that long ago, didn't he?
Parker Romo. Is he available?
Yes, he is.
All right. Should we?
Okay, well, time out a second. He put up a big fat 0 last week. Well, they got blanked last week, so
They did. He had a nice day against the Vikings and then got
oh, he
blanked.
had 2 missed field goals.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, pass.
All right. Joey Sly.
Joey Sly.
All right. You sly dog. And then defense, not a lot of great options left out there. There was some buzz about Jaguars over playing the 49ers.
They still got Christian McCaffrey on that team, right?
They do.
Yeah, I don't feel good about that.
Great.
I would rather start Tennessee versus Houston
Okay.
because I think Houston is terrible.
They are terrible.
Unless we want to start the Dolphins defense against the Jets.
Want to start? I want to start as few Dolphins as I.
I concur.
All right, so our team is Carson Wentz, Ken Gainwell, Sterling Shepard, Romeo Dubs, Khalil Shakir, Aronde Gadsden, Joey Sly, and the Titans defense. Let's move on to the starting lineups for this week. Game number one. Interesting facts about Matt Wallner versus We Ain't Found Shit. And yeah, this is gonna be. I mean, the computer really likes Jay Ryan in this game. Hasn't really liked my team all year for some reason.
Interesting. He's starting J.K. Dobbins. Makes
Good.
sense. I get it.
Yep. Yeah. Puka Nakua, George Pickens, which I really like. Yeah, I'd say I'm probably I've got an uphill climb. That's for sure.
Who knows? Maybe Ashton figures it out.
Maybe. I'll go with Jay Ryan in that one. Next up, the big beautiful team versus what five? Mio Worry? And Zach is the 2 point favorite in this one.
I don't see it.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs,
I
Jordan.
mean, I guess how the math is supposedly computing here, but
Yeah, I love
I
that.
like I like okay, so if we're comparing the first top three, running back and quarterback, I like Jeff's team better.
Okay. All right. I think Caleb Williams is a good matchup against the Raiders. I think
Agreed.
Raiders defense is not great. And Caleb, you know, I think there's a lot to like with Caleb Williams so far.
Yeah, I'm still a bit of a doubter, but
There
yeah, I
is
get
a
it.
once in a while he does something dumb and you're just like, ah, geez, Caleb, what are you doing? But um,
Marvin Harrison Jr. on the bench, and rightfully so.
rightfully so.
I
Yeah,
was just looking at a stat line for tonight. It is awful.
yeah. I
Well, I
mean,
think one catch for 8 yards.
yeah, Kyler. I think there's
Just can't throw him the
serious
ball.
questions about Kyler, and yeah, it's one catch for
Five targets,
5 targets.
one catch.
Yeah, jeez. Anywho, yeah, I kind of like Jeff in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Chubb is still in Zach's starting lineup. But yeah,
Should have started Charbonnet.
okay. Next up, Shardy Fartenheimer versus Shakespearean Al. And Jeremy is the 3 point favorite, but there's no way he can replicate last week's performance, right?
Seattle might be on their way. They're holding the Arizona Cardinals to 3 points going into the third.
Okay. And Jeremy does have the Seahawks defense.
Yeah, but I don't think Jackson Smith-Njigba has done a thing tonight.
Jackson Smith. Oh, not even targeted. He had
Yeah, you and I have caught as many balls tonight and have run for as many yards while receiving than
speaking.
he has today.
Yeah, one rushing attempt for 2 yards.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver, dog.
Yep.
Throw him the ball.
Threw him the ball. Yep. Yeah, it's hard to go against Jeremy just because of what we know his team is capable of. And yet, yeah, he's got David Montgomery on the bench too, and that's probably the right play question.
I think so
Yeah.
too against the Browns
Against the
defense.
Browns? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, if we weren't
It
playing the
just
Browns,
seems weird, right?
yeah, Jeremy reminded me the other day that I offered him DJ Glidden for David Montgomery, and I let him know that the offer stands.
Still available, still out
Yeah, anytime you want to pull the trigger on that, I'll throw in
there.
Bryce Young. Sweeten the deal.
All right, next up is three ball combo versus the Bong Bus. Ken, you are a 1 point favorite over the youngster. How you feeling about your chances this week? I see you're going with Bo Nix.
Gotta. It's the
Yeah,
Bengals.
yeah, it's the Bengals. You got it. That probably
I'm just kind of hoping he'll be able to run one or two in. We'll see.
yeah.
Jackson Dart. I can't. I just can't.
Well,
Oh.
it's a lot of hope in that pickup.
Yeah, at this point, I'm really hoping I'm relying on my kicker and my defense to carry me
Yeah.
across the finish line this week. And with my luck, I'm benching Tedero McMillan. He's going to have his breakout game.
Well, I mean, AJ Brown had a nice week for you last week, which means he's going to go into hibernation again.
I know, I
Does not
know.
have two good games in a row, but
Yeah, if Ted hadn't showed up on the injury report, this would have been a done deal. But at this point, I've got to go against proven commodities versus wouldn't it be nice?
all right, next up, Breakfast Clubbing Seals versus Garrick Scolders. It's the brother-in-law battle. And I think this is the easiest pick. Travis,
Sorry, Brian.
yeah, boy, Brian. I mean, you're
Well,
throwing,
this is a whole new team. I mean, he's got Geno Smith at the helm
yeah,
now.
yeah. I mean,
I mean, I like his wide receivers ish.
ish, maybe. I don't know. It's not great. I think Travis wins this one easily just because he's the lowest scorer, I think, in our league. Has
Yeah.
not beat the free agent team 3 weeks in a row. That's just a lot going against him there.
Travis, you got a chance to win for once.
And then Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers versus Q Sarah or K Sarah. Why do I keep saying Q? That's dumb.
Why the hell is Daniel Jones on the bench
Yeah, I
for
think
Justin Fields?
yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, I know it's the Rams defense, but my God.
And Justin Fields is he even out of the concussion protocol yet?
Uh, we'll find
I
out
don't
too
know.
late.
I don't know about this one. And then Malik Neighbors against the Chargers with the rookie quarterback. Is there no one else you can throw out there? Literally?
Tyquan Thornton.
Yeah. Like anyone. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's Malik Neighbors. I know it hurts, but boy.
Well, okay, so this is what's rough. So both Al and Jay Ryan are starting their newly acquired pickups.
Mhm.
So yeah, Jamison Williams is in the lineup
Against the Browns. That also
against yeah.
makes no sense at all.
Well, maybe the mindset is St. Brown will be tied up that they'll target Jamison.
I guess if you're Al, you're maybe see if Chris Godwin is going to play, and maybe that will change your mind. I guess even if he does, like we said, I don't know how much he'll be playing, but
Well, this is the battle for the cosmos, so you kind of have to go
this is
crazy.
a battle of cosmos here. Yeah, and there's some crazy shit going on, and I don't
Yeah,
like
he's
any of it.
starting Jaden Daniels. We're not even sure he's going to play yet.
Yeah, well, I think that's just a hopeful spot, probably.
True, but
I
his
gotta
backup is Trevor Lawrence.
those
So
those running backs that Lucky has are terrible.
I would go three wide if I was lucky. I
Yeah,
would
I would
I
consider
would
it as
put
well.
Chase Brown onto
Yep.
the bench and I would start Michael Pittman.
Yeah. It I I have some real problems with both of these lineups.
Yeah. Daniel Jones is going to throw three touchdowns to Michael Pittman, and Al will just be going, "Why? Why did I start Justin Fields?"
All right, that's the starting lineups. Let's move on then to the survivor pool. Ken, we lost another player last week, right?
Yeah, I mean, credit to Jeff, the bold pick of the Giants beating the Kansas City Chiefs.
It certainly
Like
was
it on
bold.
paper, but it did not pan
It
out.
was certainly bold. I don't know if I would have done it, but yeah. And I didn't
Uh,
do it, but yeah.
and I would just like to go 1 week without having to sweat my survivor pool to the bitter end. Uh, Tampa Bay came back to win. It's just been brutal. All three of my teams that I picked, Denver, Dallas, and Tampa Bay, have just been like, what if we wait till the last minute to win?
Yeah, yeah. Then moving on to the NFL pool result.
Tony, Tony, Tony.
Yeah, I tie with Lucky in week 3. And so we re-roll that over to week 4 here and
Hmm.
see how that goes.
You might be on a clean sweep.
Yeah, I don't see how I don't go, what is it, 16, 17 and 0, something like that.
Yeah,
All right. And quick peek in the Shadow League. I had a precipitous drop. I'm down in sixth place now. Al is still in number one. Um, yeah, not great.
yeah, yeah.
You're number two?
I know, but that was due to just one amazing week in week two where I put up close to 300 points.
Oh,
Uh, well, 280,
yeah.
let's be honest, but still. With James Conner out, my team is just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that is going to do it for us. Ken, any parting words of wisdom?
No, no, no wisdom today. I picked up Jackson Dart. I'm all out of wisdom.
All right. Well, good luck, everyone, and we will talk to you next week. Thanks,
Yeah,
everyone.
extra luck for you, Brian.
Yeah,
Beat those
sounds
club
good.
and seals.
Yeah. All right. Bye.